Hey, and welcome back to the Lotus Crochet Night Show. I am super happy to have you here today. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch party. Go and tell somebody that Lotus Crochet Ignites is hot on the box. I'm going to encourage you, grab your notebook and grab your pen, because I always say note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers.
All right, it's dynamite. It's time to ignite and take flight in every area of your life as the Lotus Crochet Ignite Show soars to new height. Tonight, our phenomenal guest is none other than
That's right. I said all day I'm going to be saying happy anniversary to Miss Marie Conte. May you have many, many more blissful years with your spouse. We love you here at the Lotus Crochet Ignite Show. And so today I want to welcome you. Come on in and get in where you fit in, because I always got room around my table for you. And we are bringing inspiration to every nation. Why? Because we can. And so can you. And this afternoon, wow, I had a phenomenal time this afternoon at 1 o'clock with some amazing guests. Pastor, none other than all the way out of Chi-Town, Dorothy Mae Ross. And of course, we stretched our hand over to Dubai, and Dr. Daphne Soros was with us, talking about our new book. You see it behind me, The Empowered Me, that launched today. And we hope that you have already got your copy. And if you didn't get your copy, we'll talk some more about how you can get your copy today. But for now, I'm asking that you go ahead and share this broadcast. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Share this broadcast, because we're going to get started. I've got two. See, I got two hands on this, two fingers on this hand, two fingers on this hand, because these two people are like having four people in your broadcast, right? So today we are going to talk about the importance of being empowered. This is going to be a short segment, but a powerful segment. And so you definitely, without question, you want to come in here with your notepad and pen, right? And if this pen don't write, get this pen. And if that pen don't write, ladies, y'all know what we do. Get your lipsticks, baby, and make sure you take these notes down, because these are life-changing pieces of information that are going to be shared with you. So listen, as you come on through, and do what you do, go ahead, like, share, tag somebody, tag your friends and your frenemies. We'll be right back. You've got 27 seconds to come on in and get in where you fit in with Dr. Lotus Crochet, as she ignites the world and brings inspiration to every nation. Why? Because she's got two phenomenal guests coming here today to shake up your world and empower and inspire you. Let's get it. Tag a friend. Come on in. Hello and welcome back to the Lotus Crochet Ignite Show. I am here today to help you get empowered and stay empowered with the importance of being empowered with my amazing two guests that's on their way in the show. Now, the first guest, let me tell you about the first guest that's here on the show. My first guest is a celebrity show host. She's a speaker and an author, and she is famous worldwide. She is the queen of getting it done. Please welcome my guest, Barbara A. Smith. Woo woo! Turn on your mic, Barbara. Let's get it right.
Yeah, that would be helpful if you turn your mic on. Yes, that would be helpful.
Just a little bit.
Thank you for having me, Miss Dr. Lotus Crochet.
Well, I'm just so happy to have you here, because you are the epitome of cohesiveness among entrepreneurs, authors, and change makers all around the world. It's without a question. Like I said, you are a celebrity. No matter where you go, you always steal the show. So, Miss Barbara, I told them a little bit about you. Go ahead and tell them a bit more about you before we get into the show. And before we get started, I want to thank you for making sure you got our book today during my book launch through Empowered Me. You sent me a private message and say, hey, I got your book and I really appreciate your support. So please tell our audience a little bit more about who you are. And then we got another fire bomb in the back of the studio. We got to get in here. Okay, so Barbara, take it away.
At the age of 3, I was an engineer. By age 8, I was an instructor. And by the ripe old age of 16 years old, I was a race car driver. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Barbara H. Smith. I just gave you a tidbit of what I teach as a celebrity speaker trainer. And what it does is it captivates the audience to want to know more about you before you speak. With over 30 years of speaking, training, and coaching, I am an international speaker, author, and trainer. And I go around the world helping people understand clarity and how to give their branding message so that other people understand exactly what they mean, they say what they mean, and they mean what they say so that they can make more money. And that's what I do.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Wow, I told you I was coming with it today. Today is the launch day. And I got another fireball in the studio that's waiting to come and talk to all of you. So with no further ado, I got to tell you a little bit about this debonair, intelligent, well-spoken, well-rounded, articulate young man. He is the president of the Black Business Network. He's a celebrity speaker, an author, a change. You see, I got a capital H in there too, right? A change maker, the phenomenal, the remarkable Dr. Eric Kelly. Welcome.
Well, hey. I see you got my coach up there, the #1 coach in the world right there. When you talk about celebrity coaches, oh my goodness, oh my God, sit up, stand up, but more importantly, go to the website and sign up. And then the new book, The Empowering Me. Do you want power? Do you want your legacy to stand tall? If you want your legacy to stand tall, one thing you must do, and that's called self-improvement. That's called learning. That's called reading. Yes, indeed. I'm Dr. Eric Kelly III of the Black Business Olympics, the Black Business Network. And of course, as we look at the future, let's look at today. A phenomenal woman by Dr. Lotus Roche giving her new book. If you don't have the book, let's get the book right now. Sign in and sign on and make it happen. And when Barbara H. Smith said she started out as this, and then she became that, and then she is this today, how do you think she got there? She made a change. She made a move. She did something to change the life, to change her life, her family life. We want you to change your life and your family life. Make sure that you think about it as we're sending out the information all over the globe. Yes, indeed, I'm Dr. Eric Kelly III, and you can find me at the Black Business Olympics, the Black Business Network, Black Business Expo USA. We're one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Thank you.
Woo! I got fire in the house. So I needed some help with the fire. So I had to bring on the co-author and the forward writer of the book, The Empowered Me, because folks, we are talking about the importance of being empowered. And I couldn't do it all by myself. I had to bring also in the house today, Miss Allison G. Daniels. How you doing, Allison? Turn on your mic.
I am doing well. I am super excited to be here. Listen, I was in the background getting fired up listening to you too. So I am excited to be here and to see everything that's going on. I am the publisher of the book also and the forward author. So I am excited about The Empowered Me. I'm excited of the difference that it's going to make around the globe. I'm excited to see so many people reaching out and purchasing the book, The Empowered Me. Why? because it's going to make a difference, because it's going to make a change, because it's going to move the atmosphere, because it's going to shift in a direction that none of us are prepared for, but we're so prepared in this season that we can walk into what God has called us to do. So I am excited to be the forward author. I kept putting it off. I kept saying, listen, there's no way I can do all of this. I can't do the publishing and I can't do the managing. But let me tell you something. Can't should never be in our vocabulary because it's done today. Everything is coming to pass today, and I'm excited to be a part of it. And I thank you so much for having me.
Woo woo! We are excited for having you. So look, we got to get right into this thing. Folks, I want to thank you first and foremost for coming on today to be with me. I can't do it alone. Thank you for all our viewers all worldwide. Tag a friend and tell them to come on in and get in where they fit in, because I always got room around our table for you, because we collectively are bringing inspiration to every nation. Why? Because we can. So let's get right into the importance of being empowered. And I'm going right over to Kenya. You might be saying, Kenya, yes, we got a celebrity. Boombaye! Barbara is in the house. So, Miss Barbara, let us know what you think about the importance of being empowered and how it happened for you in your life.
That's a great question, Dr. Lotus. My tagline is engage, inspire, empower. And it does no good for you to engage your audience if you don't inspire them. But it does no good if you engage them and inspire them and don't empower them. And so what does empowerment really mean? It means you have poured so well into someone else that they have the power, I'm powered, and the tenacity, perseverance, and continuity to want to go higher. And so you give them what you pour, and once they have received what you poured in, then they are able, willing, and wanting to go higher in whatever genre, venue they have. That's what
Yes. Woo! I love it. So, see, I told you I was coming out the gate with some fire. Engage, inspire, and empower. Oh my goodness. Look, I got some folks already in the feed. Y'all, they saying heavy hitters on the platform, and you know you're right, sure enough. Dr. Eric Kelly, what say you about the importance of being empowered?
When you begin to look at that word, empower, you're giving somebody some strength, some power to reach higher heights, some power for them to be who they truly are. And in some instances, you're able to pull them out of a shell, or pull them out of a room, pull them out of a dark corner, pull them up so that they can see themselves in their greatness, so that they can begin to do something that they were put on this planet to do, because the legacy that they control is the same legacy that everyone on this platform controls. Because when we leave this planet, what is your legacy going to be? And if we can reach out and empower people to do more than they thought they could do, then we've done all that we can do. My grandmother used to say, if I can help somebody along their way, then my living would not be in vain. And of course, you know, I can't move without saying something about my great grandfather, my daddy, who used to say, if you don't value your value, then your value will not be valuable. But this book here will empower you. But you know what's more empowering than us four? More empowering than us four is the audience that's watching us right now, because they get the opportunity to get some of the greatness that we're able to share to them today, to empower them to change their lives forever.
Awesome. I love it. And I got to go back to what his grandfather said. Even if I don't get it 100% right, I do my own way. But I got to say, if you do not value your value, then your value will not be valuable. Whoa. And then, Dr. Kelly, you kicked open the barn door. when you said you went back.
Way back.
If I can help someone along the way, then my living would not be in vain. And so that's really a huge part of being empowered and the importance of being empowered. So, hey, I'm going right over to the forwarding author. What say you about why it's so important to be empowered?
You know, I say it's important to be empowered because first it has to start with you. So once it starts with you and you already have it down on the inside and it radiates and it shows, it actually catches someone else on fire to be able to want to do and to be the best that they can be. So my legacy is that when you come in contact with me, you have nothing else to do but catch on fire. You have nothing else to do but try to make a difference in everyday life and everything that you do. And so empowered to me is just being filled up and being able to use the tools that you have been given, because what I have been given and what you have been given and what that person have given, by the time we all put it together, we should be able to make a global explosion because of the gifts that we have down on the inside. And so that's why the empowered me is what we should be purchasing today on this day. Don't let this moment pass you by.
You're on mute.
And of course, you're muted. And of course, you are muted.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all know I'll be screaming and yelling backstage for y'all when y'all be giving that fire out. So I have to mute myself, y'all. So listen, you know, this book is what you got to get today. I heard you say that. Today. I heard Dr. Kelly say today. Everybody's saying today. Because we're here to empower you, because it's important for you to be empowered. Like what you said earlier, I love what you said. You said that it must start within you. And so what I say is ignite and take flight in every area of your life. This is from the empowerment place from your soul that helps to make you whole. That's it. Dr. Anita Jenkins, visionary over in Fulton, says, I'm empowered. And Deirdre says, this is fire. So, of course, this is fire. And let us know where you're rolling in from when you join. And please tag a friend. Let us know who you tag. And you can put their name on the screen or put their name in the comment and we'll bring them up on the screen. So I'm going right back to you, Dr. Kelly. It's without question that you have one of the largest platforms on the planet. It is one of the most profound, amazing, empowering organizations. You have a multitude of speakers from all over the world, and you captivate their message in your streams. So why is it so important to have so many empowered speakers coming together like you do when it comes to the Black Business Olympics, the Black Business Expo, the Black Business Network, and so on and so on and so on and so on?
Well, first of all, what people need to understand, as the young lady just said, it starts with you.
Yes.
We are a group of people who are standing on the shoulders of our ancestors.
That's right.
Yes.
When people think about their ancestors, we got to talk about the W.E.B. Du Boises. We got to talk about the Marcus Garveys. We got to talk about the Fannie Lou Hamers. We have to talk about the Madam C.J. Walkers. But more importantly, we got to talk about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. And then we got to also understand that our kids are our future. That the reason that we do this, the reason that we show up is not because of ourselves. Because if we are 50 years or older, we probably have lived not the best part of our lives, but the most part of our lives. We may not go to be 120 or 110, but at the end of the day, the legacies that we leave behind are our kids. And the reason that I have so many businesses and so many speakers to come and speak is so that our kids would get away from the entertainment economy, just being singers, dancers, sports athletes, being criminals, the prison to pipeline. There's nothing wrong with being a great singer. There's nothing wrong with being a great athlete. but entrepreneurship is undefeated. You can earn a living, a great living, by being an entrepreneur, because all the Black Wall Streets in this country that were burned down, bombed, highways ran through them. The reason was because we represent $11 trillion. If we all open up businesses today as people, not just Black people, but as people, the wealth gap in this country would disappear. And so when you ask that question, why do I do it? It's because I do it to serve. And that's to serve our kids so our kids can see us in a better light. I've talked about this many times. Many people ask the question, why did the people come to the March on Washington for Martin Luther King? Why did they come? Did they come for justice, or did they come for Martin Luther King? Remember, 20% was white folk. They all came for justice so that people on this planet could help each other to do something to create a better life, not only for Black people, but for all people. My grandmother was a humanist, and she always said, you have to look at the human experiment and stop looking at the Black or the white experiment, because at the end of the day, we all are as strong as our weakest link. We are as strong as our weakest link. And that's why I do what I do. My speakers are from Singapore, Australia. They're from Jamaica. Yeah, they're from Virginia too. They're from Las Vegas, New York, Philadelphia. But think about it for a moment. When you start reaching out and meeting people from all over the globe, and you see that they're doing the same thing that you're doing, that they're doing this, having the same struggle that you're having, that they're looking to do business like you're looking to do business, it changes not only your life, it changes their life. And when our kids are able to see us join together, because there is a myth that Black people can't work together. And guess what? I see 4 people working together right now to make a change in the lives of the people that are watching us right now. We can make a difference. It is not just our opportunity, it is our destiny to make a difference. Because Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who his narrative was painted by somebody else that said, let's take everybody back to Africa. But his real narrative was, let's take everybody around the world to see Black people and other people in their greatness. Let's join together to make this world a better place.
Woo! I tried to tell you. If you love what you're hearing already, put a 10 in the comment below. Put a 10 in the comment below, because we've heard so much. It's our responsibility. It's our responsibility to make the dreams of the Marcus Garveys and all these great leaders come alive. And they can come alive through us, the people that are still on the planet, the people that are still having the human experience. Woo! Barbara A. Smith, what say you?
I agree with what's been said already. I know that we stand on the shoulders of greatness. Things are not like they used to be, but they sure could be better than they are right now. And one of those betterments is my travels to Nairobi, Kenya. And I go once a year to speak on platforms all over the continent, but especially in Kenya. And it's a miraculous that we don't know as much about ourselves as we should. And the narrative that we have been fed and the narrative that we believe is false about the continent of Africa. And so my first travel there was an eye-opening experience. But not only that, it helped me understand that, just like Dr. Kelly said, they have business owners who are struggling and going through the same things that we go through in the United States and abroad. And what we can do is not only help our businesses, but help the businesses across the pond understand that we are a collective and we have products and services here. They have products and services there. Why don't we use each other's products and services and keep the money in the community? Because our dollar leaves the community in less than an hour. Other
That's right.
ethnicities, their dollars circulate and they retain the money in their communities. The other thing I want to bring to point is a lot of people say, why do you keep going to Africa? Why do you keep going to Africa? Let me tell you, we are, even the poorest person in the United States is richer than many of the people in Africa, in Kenya. But don't get it twisted. Just because they have poor there, they have just as many and more rich people than we have here. And so don't get that twisted that everybody's living in a hut, because they're not. The opulence and the richness and the vastness of riches in that continent are being tapped by other people because they know, but we don't know. They want us to come and do commerce with them. The Africans want us to come and do commerce around the continent, but we are listening to the narrative, as we always have been, listening to the narrative, and we're not getting it for ourselves. And that's what I do in Africa. Now, I want to say one more thing about this book. You need it right now. This book right here, you need it right now. So if you have not downloaded it, it's time. It's time right now. Get on Amazon, download it today. Empower Me. Get that book, baby, to get it.
Look, oh, we can't hear you, Dr. Lotus Richey. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Get that book. Get that book. I guess y'all didn't hear me because I was back here going, woo, woo, woo. Go, Barbara, go, Barbara. I can only imagine what our friends in Kenya are saying right now if they're awake. What time is it in Kenya?
It's 8 hours ahead. So it's 4:30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's midnight. To dark.
Guess
30.
what?
It's the next day. It's the next day.
Say it again, Barbara.
The next day.
It's the next day. It's Friday.
Next day.
Friday.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rerun this broadcast in the morning, so that all the folks in Kenya that love Mrs. Barbara A. Smith can hear her shout you guys out.
Yes.
That's amazing. So, Miss Daniels, what say you?
Listen, I love what both of our speakers have said, but you know, one thing I was thinking about is something that I do a lot is I collaborate. And sometimes we get it twisted and we stop collaborating because we disagree with something someone said or we don't like what someone told us. But collaborating with different people make a difference. Why? Because you're not just hearing your own self-talk. You're hearing opinions from someone else, from other people across the globe, across the nation. When we learn how to collaborate and come together and start building together, we'll be able to make a difference that's unstoppable, that's unbreakable, and we won't be able to just sit still, because the moment that we collaborate and the moment that great minds start thinking alike and start getting on one accord, we automatically change the trajectory. We automatically change what's going on in the world. But until we start collaborating and until we start bringing our gifts together, that's that moment that we'll be able to see everything that our foremothers and forefathers were saying down through the years. They had a whole lot of things going on, but they made sure that they stuck together a certain time at a certain place, and they did things together across the globe. And we're so separate, we're so apart that we just want to say to ourselves, well, I just want to do this myself. And I want to be a millionaire all by myself. How about if one person reach one person and reach another person and grab another person, and we all make a difference? We all change it. My dream and my hope is to leave a legacy. I won't always be here, but I want to know that my voice and my words and the books that I'm writing and the people that I'm bringing together will one day make a difference, so that next generation and that next generation can pick up and carry on.
Yes.
That's where I am with it. Collaborate.
Yes. Mocha Maya said, you right. She said, yes. Go ahead, Mocha. Mocha, who have you tagged to bring into this amazing, powerful broadcast with the folks that I have in the show today or on the show today? Who have you tagged? I see Shirley Powell all the way from the UK. We're sending you love. Shirley, thank you for purchasing the book today. We know that you did that, and we greatly appreciate you. We see Simone Rowe all the way from Canada, who is another amazing author in her own right, Guinness World Record history creator. We wrote a book together. So I just wanted to tell you about it. So also, Deirdre Douglas, I've known this girl since I was about in 3rd grade, right? So you know you're doing something right if people from 3rd grade still love you and support you. Deirdre said, exactly, shouldn't be in our vocabulary. And you said that earlier. So thank you so much, Deirdre, for sharing that. And Deirdre's coming in from New Jersey, my hometown. So without further ado, I want to go right there back to Miss Jenkins. Thank you so much from Fulton County for joining us. So let's talk about this one other question for the broadcast. It's without question that people talk about crabs in the barrel. Okay? How can we put something else in the barrel? And what can we call it? So I'm going right over to you. Right over to you. Then now they wondering which one, Dr. Lotus, which one? Because I'm ready. Which one? I'm going right to our forwarding author. Crabs in the barrel. What should we call it? How can we change it?
It starts with our mindset. It starts with how we think, how we perceive things. And we can change it by what the words that proceed out of our mouths. So instead of us going with the crabs in the basket, how about we say that, God, I just lost it. How about we say to ourselves, listen, I'm going to be the one that's going to teach that next person to read. I'm going to be the one that's going to teach that next person how to live. I'm going to be the one that's going to teach that next person how to live financially free. How about we change the crabs in the basket to something totally different? It doesn't have to be the crabs in the basket. It could be that we decided we're going to put something different in the basket. We're going to put in the basket love. We're going to put in the basket peace. We're going to put in the basket hope. We're going to put in the basket that there is a change that's taking place because the empowered me is going to step up and make a difference. So the crabs in the basket will never have another place in our lives as we move forward. So we just have to change it. And it starts with the way that we think. We can't think the same way we used to think.
Yes.
We have to change how we think. And it starts with us. It starts with me.
Yes. I'm loving that. That's fire. That's fire. I know it's fire. If you know it's fire, go ahead and put a 20 in the comment below. A 0, a 2, and a 0, a 20. Put them two together. That 2 and that 0, put them together. A 20 in the comment. And look, power in the village. That's really what it's all about. We got to empower our own villages, just like Dr. Kelly was talking about earlier. He didn't say it that way, but that's what he's talking about. There is so much money within our own villages, and we're not even capitalizing on it because so many of us are so worried about what the person next door to us is doing, what the person down the street is doing, what the person in the next county is doing, and they don't have you to think about. Come on, folks. Let's get the power in the village. I see Jennifer McNeil all the way from Augusta, Georgia. She says, absolutely. Your mind is the beginning of change. And of course, Deidre, my 3rd grade friend, put her 20 in. And Mocha Myers put her 20 in. Mocha, let us know where you're chiming in from. Woo, woo, woo. I'm excited. Dr. Kelly, you know, let it do what it do because we're going straight to you.
Well, you know, I was sitting here and I was listening to each one of you brilliant women articulate from the highest level of excellence. And while I was listening, I am a listener. So I was listening to one thing that was said. And when you said, what else could we put in the barrel? The one thing that the resounding word today that should change all of our lives in terms of not worrying about what somebody else is doing, how somebody else is doing, is the one word that your author used, and that was collaboration. We need to put collaboration in the barrel. If we put collaboration in the barrel, everything stops, because now everybody who's in the barrel that's collaborating is going upward. They can't go down, because if everybody's collaborating to a goal of excellence, then we all go up. You have to understand that the average age on the planet in North America is 29. The average age in Brazil is 28. In Europe is 27. But in Africa, it's 14. In Africa, is 3 times the size of the United States of America. You got to really understand what we're dealing with. If we begin to collaborate, because many people won't talk about that South America has 83 million Black folk. America only has 43 million Black folk. So if we all were to collaborate, it not only changes the flavor, now we don't lean on the songs like we started from the bottom and now we're here. We started from the bottom and we're here. Now we begin to say we started together and we're going somewhere. Oop, sound like a rap song. But I'm not a rapper. But collaboration is the key. And that's why I'm here, because our legacy depends on collaboration.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. So I wanted to say this. Wrap that around your mind. Wrap that around your mind. Collaboration. Because the next person we gonna hear from is gonna come up here and get that bench hit. It's no one other to say than Barbara A. Smith. Barbara.
Awesome. I love what's been said already. I love what the collaboration. This is the year of collaboration, but I'm going to take it back a little bit and just want you to look at the semantics, the syntax of crabs in a barrel. Crabs in a barrel, when one crab tries to get out, the other ones pull it down, right? Can you get that visualization? They pull the other crab down. What if we took a same cliche? I know it's cliche, but if each one of us decided to help just one person come up, each one, reach one, all of us would come up together. There would be no little me and little you. There would be no big I and big you. Everybody would come together as one person helps another person, helps another person, helps another person. So we all rise. Because guess what? There's room at the table for all of us. Get away from this scarcity mindset. This land is full of abundance. But again, it goes back to the mindset. What does your mind say? Do you have a scarcity mindset? Because guess what? When you think scarcity, that's more of what's going to come to you. But when you think abundance, that's more of what's going to come to you. Because the mind don't know the difference.
That's
you
right.
have to control your own mind. You have to say, I am no longer going to be in a scarcity mindset. I am abundant. Everything I touch is going to turn to gold. I am the one. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am the best. You have to say that. Each one of us has to say that. And we have to applaud the next person. Nothing gets me more than Dr. Lotus Roche is powerful in her own right. And why I'm going to be jealous? Because I'm not confident in my own mind if I am. Your gift is your gift. I can't have your gift. Guess what? If you got gifts, the Creator gave me gifts as well. And so we have to get that mindset, as the founding author, the author said, we have to get that mind. Christ said, let this mind be in you that's also in Christ Jesus. You have to have the mindset to want to help one person, commit to one person, each one, reach one.
Woo! That's what. Hey, connect your greatness to your I am. That's what I want to say to each and every one of you out there. If you connect your greatness, you don't have time, as our grannies and grandpas would say, baby, if you focus on you and stop worrying about everybody else, you won't have time to worry about nobody else. Focus on yourself. That's right. I had to go in the way back because this is something that our ancestors taught us. To focus on our own greatness. We are kings and we are queens and we come from magnificence. So why settle for less? Why settle for some mess when you can be the empowered me? The empowered you.
Say this. He used to say, if you took 6 months and mind your own business and 6 months to leave other people's business alone, you pretty much got the year covered.
Dr. Kelly, thank you, Barbara. What saying do you remember that your grandmother, your grandfather, or your teacher, somebody told you about minding your business and being empowered to do so?
Wow, now you know, when you start talking about my teachers, I can only think about these 3 teachers. And I was a senior in high school and pretty popular guy because I could talk and communicate, I could dance and do all the things young guys could do. And 3 teachers.
Excuse me, Dr. Kelly. He was a model. He was a model. Excuse me, that was model stuck in my throat. Go ahead, Dr. Kelly. Pardon.
And I did Gracie Roadway also. I did a lot of great things. But these 3 teachers caught me in the hallway. And in those days, we didn't, as students, go into the teacher's lounge unless there was a problem. And they took me in the teacher's lounge and they said to me, you're not going to graduate. And it was my art teacher, my history teacher, and my English teacher. And me, I was a straight B student because my friends was hoodlums, so I couldn't make straight A's or I couldn't hang with the boys. So anyway, they said I wouldn't graduate. And I said, why I'm not going to graduate? And my art teacher said that every day you come to art class, you play around with all the students. And then the day of the project, you walk in and you do the best project in the school. And then my history teacher said, you walk in my history class and you wait to the end of the class and then you want to start talking about history as if you didn't know nothing about my class. And then my English teacher said, and then you come to my English class and then you'll talk about Macbeth, but you won't bring no drawings or anything to my class. And I said, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And they said, and this is the thing I want everybody out there to remember. They said to me, why are you cheating the world of what you can do for everybody? Each one of my teachers made me draw for them. And I drew for 3 teachers every morning. Before I went to bed, I drew 3 or 4 pictures and dropped them off to their classes at the end of the year because I listened. Many times we don't hear what people are saying. They really were saying, I'm not taking my ability to the next level. And if you don't, you're not going to graduate. And if you're out there and you're not taking your abilities to the next level, you're not going to graduate. Whether that is money, whether that's in relationship, whether that is in time, whatever you're doing. And at the end of that year, I got an art scholarship, which changed my entire life. Only because I was told to my face. And many times we're not told to our face by our friends and people around us. And sometimes we're told to our face, and guess what? We just don't hear it. We don't listen. And when you ask that question and you said, back in the day, I'm not going to lean on my grandmother who straightened me out with a drop cord when I did Martin Luther King's birthday. I'm not going to lean on my great grandfather who said he wanted me to be a lawyer and I said I wanted to be an artist and he started a museum for me. I'm not going to lean on my great grandmama who taught me how to cook biscuits and how to be a talented cook. I'm going to lean on the one thing that I remember each and every day that I wake up. And what makes me serve people all the time is that those 3 teachers said to me, stop cheating the world. And you're cheating the world if you don't get this book today. If you don't get the Empowerment Me book today, you're cheating yourself on information that will transform your life to the next level. You on mute. You on mute.
Man, Lord, thank you, God, for mute, because I don't know if y'all saw me doing backflips, but don't tell nobody. Dr. Kelly, Dr. Kelly, Dr. Kelly. Woo! So, Madam Allison, what are your final words of wisdom for the show today? Please speak to the folks.
Well, I'm so glad. The 2 questions before that, I was like, I don't have my answers yet. So what I'm gonna leave with the audience is that always remember that your purpose still stands regardless of your past. So that means that whatever you have gone through in your life, your purpose still stands regardless of your past. It takes you to pick up that cross and walk and make a difference in your own life. It takes you to be able to say to yourself, speak life-changing words to yourself and say, no matter what I've gone through, I still believe that my purpose still stands regardless of my past.
Ooh-wee! I told y'all it was going to be fire. Did I tell the truth or did I tell the truth? Cut loose. Woo! Go ahead and put a number 30 in the comment block below. A 30 in the comment block below. There are 3 and there are me. And we make 4. Can't you see? So listen. Final words of wisdom. Final words of wisdom. And Miss Allison, tell folks how they can connect with you. I want folks to connect with you. And if you hadn't had time to put it in my link, put it in the chat, and I'll bring it up on the show, because I want people to connect with you. So I'm gonna give you a moment since you just spoke, and I'm gonna go right over to Barbara H. Smith for her final words of wisdom, and let the folks know how they can reach you, Barbara.
Great. My final thoughts for anybody that's watching is take that pain that you have had in the past and turn it into your purpose. Know that you have come to this planet with a purpose. Know that the only one that can fulfill your purpose is you. Know that when you fulfill your purpose, other people can fulfill theirs, because guess what? They're waiting for you. And when you don't step up to your purpose, you leave other people stationary. So just like a tuning fork, when the tuning fork is hit on the side of a corner of a table, it vibrates. And those that are supposed to be in your tribe will hear it. They vibrate with you. They vibe with you.
Yes.
Don't expect to get everybody, because everybody's not assigned to you.
There you go.
So take your pain and turn it into purpose. And know that your purpose, like the author said, your purpose is not anything that anybody else can have but you.
And how can we reach you, Barbara?
Reach me.
How can we reach you, Barbara?
Reach me. Reach out and touch. BarbaraHSmith.com. BarbaraHSmith.com. Don't forget the H is 2 bars. BAR and another A. H Smith. SMITH. I know sometimes people have a hard time spelling Smith, but it's SMITH. BarbaraHSmith.com.
All right, fantastic. And we know you got a trainer speaker program that you got going on. How can people reach you on that trainer speaker program?
Yes, we have a celebrity speaker trainer program that is coming up on March the 2nd. If you want to learn how to captivate an audience, we have Apply to Speak, bit.ly/apply to speak, and get in where you fit in, because the class is filling up fast.
Hello. And make sure y'all support Barbara at BarbaraSmith.com. Fantastic. The amazing and illustrious Dr. Kelly, we bringing you back. So if you didn't put it in the chat, please, sir, do that. So, Miss Daniels, I want to make sure we share your greatness and your amazingness with the audience. So please make sure, if you haven't put your stuff in the chat, I see Dr. Kelly. He's already on it. Dr. Kelly, you're just so great, man. You're just so great. You know, I say, why be good when you can be great? So, Dr. Kelly, let's tell the folks how to connect with you.
Well, I want to leave everybody with something, and I know we're running out of time, but I want to leave you with something that I coined. I talk about a lot of things with my family coins, and a quote that I coined. And I want you to think about this when you hear it, because today when you woke up, you didn't know you were going to see me. You didn't know you were going to see Barbara. You didn't know you was going to see these illustrious artists, authors. And I coined, what you are looking for is looking for you. What you are looking for is looking for you. Today is the day that you get something to put in your hands that's going to change your life. And if you don't take that moment and understand that this is that moment, this is that space in time that changes your life by getting this Empowerment Me book, then you're going to miss out on your greatness, because what you are looking for is right here before you. That's what I want to leave. What you're looking for is looking for you. I got t-shirts and everything else with that on it. To get in contact with me, you can go erickelly45 at Gmail, or you can go to Black Business Expo USA. We raise scholarships for kids. We do it every year. Every month we do a Black Business Expo, 145 speakers every third weekend of the month. But more importantly, today is about you. Let's change your life, change your ways, and pick up the book today, not tomorrow. Pick it up while we're talking to you. Because the best thing about life is you have a choice. Make this book a choice of yours right now. And look up Barbara A. Smith. She has a book out. Look her up. That book is forwarded by me, and it's an outstanding book. You can tell them the name of it, Barbara. And of course, I'm not going to say it, but I do have an Audible book in a book called The Eric Kelly Museum. You can look for that book too. Again, thank you so very much. I'm looking at the time. I'm trying to get it all in.
But wait, Dr. Kelly, wait a minute. I can't let you off the show before you tell us about this incredible museum. I know you sell your priceless pieces to collectors. So please give it just a little bit. Tell us about that. I know, I like to stay on task, but I can't get you out of here without telling us about that museum.
Well, what I would say is that go to the erickellymuseum.org and you can see all of my work. I am an artist. Sometimes I got the shirt and tie on, but I wear the shirt and tie because it is the cloth for the purpose. And this is a business purpose, but I'm actually an artist. And what I want to say about my art is, when you see it, then you'll believe it. That's all I can say about my art. And but I do want to get back on task. And I want people out here to really understand one thing. The reason we do what we do and share the information that we share is because we care about you. It's not about us. We're going to live our lives and do the great things that we're going to do. My great-grandfather used to say that great people don't walk around talking about them being great. Great people walk around doing great things. And so we want to do some great things for everybody in the audience and share our information. And Lotus, we want to thank you so very much for taking out your time and your schedule to give us an opportunity to come on your platform and just to open up our mouths and just to say something to your audience about your greatness. Because without you, we wouldn't be here. Without you, we wouldn't get an opportunity. Without you, it just would be space flowing through space. And I want to say thank you, because at the end of the day, one of the things that we fail to do as people is take out the time and say to the people that's making it happen for us, thank you. When you talk about the celebrity speaker, Barbara A. Smith, I want you to know, if you're not signing up, you're missing a treat. Not just the information. The treat is to be sitting there watching her perform what she does each and every day. That's a treat in itself. That's a treat. Hey, y'all don't know like I know. That's a treat in itself. So with that being said, I just want each and every person out there to stop pretending to be somebody and be somebody today and buy this book. We're doing it for the book, but I want you to understand one thing. The reason that we're really doing it is for you, because we wouldn't have taken the time out to create any information if in fact it was just information to sit on the table.
Hello. So we went around the circle and we're coming back to the forwarding author of this phenomenal book that has taken the world by storm, bringing inspiration to every nation just because we can. And so, co-author, forward author, amazing speaker in your own right. Please let the folks know how they can contact you.
So you can visit my website at www.alisongdaniels.com, and the publishing company is actually my initials, agdpublishingservices.com. And what I do is I help writers write their story, share their story, and publish their story, one book at a time. So I look forward to meeting everyone, and I definitely thank you for having me on your platform.
Oh, you are more than...
Dr. Richey.
Yes, sir.
Allison?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing speaking engagements and workshops?
Yes, I certainly am.
Dr. Lois Richey, are you doing speaking engagements and workshops?
Yes.
Dr. Barbara A. Smith, are you doing speaking engagements and workshops?
Absolutely.
Okay, people, you heard them say that's what they're doing. Hire them to come and do workshops and speak at your events. Hire them to come and speak and do workshops, because at the end of the day, it's nothing like having Barbara A. Smith, Alison Daniels, and of course, Lotus Richey in your space to give it to you live and in living color. And I do want you to know that all they demand, I shouldn't say demand, but expect, is first class flight, suite, private jet, and a few coins, of course, to make it happen for you. But we want you to understand that the reason that we do what we do is to do one thing, and that's to empower you. The book is called The Empower Me. So get empowered today, but make sure that you understand that just like this conversation is happening today, it can happen in your groups all over the globe.
Exactly.
And we're not saying Raleigh, Durham, North America. We're saying North America, South America, Asia, Dubai, England, Singapore, wherever you are, they will show up.
That's right. All around the world. Hire us to do your conferences and workshops. And so we're going to cut to a quick commercial for all of you, because we want to thank all of the authors in this book today. And then I'm going to come right back at you for my final words of wisdom. All right.
Thank
so
you, Dr. Lotus.
Let's get right to it. Yes, ma'am.
And thank you again. And thank you, Alice.
One quick second, please stick with me. To all the authors out there, we love you. We appreciate you. This is for you, and to all our viewers, we love you too. Check this out. The empowered me becomes the empowered you. This book's spearheaded by Shirley Murphy, contributing author. Hey, All right, fantastic. So listen, we hope that you will join us on the Black Business Olympics. We hope that you will join us with Barbara H. Smith. Join her and get your speaking tight and right.
Mhm.
And you can start tonight by igniting and taking flight in the link with Barbara tonight. And don't forget to check out Barbara, check out Miss Daniels, check out Dr. Lotus Richey, because we are always coming your way with great things to say. And you can hire us for your conferences and your workshops.
Right.
Don't forget, you've heard it from us and you heard it from Dr. Kelly. So until I see you again, be blessed and always do your best to ignite, take flight in every area of your life. Have a great night. Thank you to our illustrious guests for being on the show.
You know how so many people look on the outside for something that they feel can change their life and make their life better, but they never really find it. And they never really find it because it's really on the inside of them. And we wonder why we look outside when it's inside. Maybe because nobody ever directed us to the power that lies within each and every one of us. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I am so happy to be a part of this new anthology coming your way in 2023 called The Empowered Me, spearheaded by Mrs. Shirley Murphy from Nigeria, Africa. There are a full, powerful array of wonderful authors from all around the world that has gathered together to come to you and bring you this amazing book that's designed to uplift you, to inspire you, and to empower you to really find the power within. So be sure to get our new book coming your way in January 2023, The Empowered Me. We want to help you be empowered too. I'll see you on the other side of the power. Thank you for watching the show. And remember, always follow us on Facebook. Like and share, and make sure you tag a friend and let them know that you care. Let us know what other type of shows you'd like us to present for you.